we're gonna be making some turmeric or curry butter. It's just a little tiny compilation. I was thinking about making some Hana masala again because, you know, it's easy and real simple. And today I actually made it in my crock pot. Even though I'm off, I still wanted to have some free time on my hands, so I put everything in the crock pot. It's the same exact recipe as I did before, and I put the onions and garlic and ginger all together in first, and I kind of put it on high just to get things going, get things a little softened, and then I put in the chickpeas and tomatoes and curry powder and or garam masala, garam masala. And it smells amazing. I think it's gonna come out exactly the same way. So I'm really excited for that method to try out for this. The curry butter came as just a thought of what's something different to do as a side with the Hana masala. Now, soup is still really good in the summer, the tomato soup that we had for the last one, but what's something different? And I thought of naan, because I just love scooping up chickpeas and tomatoes and getting all messy with my hands and everything. I mean, the buffalo chickpeas, that was extremely messy to eat. I just wanted to take a different route and have some naan. And then I thought of a time when we had this amazing turmeric curry butter concoction that we had at a family friend house. And I knew that I had the recipe somewhere. I had it flagged in my email, and it's not really a recipe, it's just kind of, here's some stuff that I mixed with some butter, and I did it to taste, and it came out amazing. And I remember that, and that was one of the first times that I had curry that I actually recall, and I wanted to thank the person who had done that. So thanks, Jack, for being some inspiration on this little tribute, this little butter. So the butter that I'm using today is actually vegan butter. Now, I had bought this just as a little side thing. I made some vegan mac and cheese like about a week ago. It came out really bomb. I might have added too much nutritional yeast, but that's another story. But yeah, so I wanted to try this just because it is softer, and I didn't think to take out the butter to soften it beforehand. And also, this is gonna be completely dairy-free for me then. So this stuff is really good. It tastes a lot like butter. So if you are in the market and you're looking to try some alternative butters, this is one to try. This is Miyoko's Creamery. I'm not sponsoring it, but it's just a little, you know, info on it. And so the other accoutrement that we're gonna be adding to this, the honey and some curry powder. And it's all gonna be to taste. So we're just gonna do a little mix-a-rooney. And I'm not gonna make a whole bunch, not this entire slab of butter, which is actually really soft, believe it or not. I was very surprised. Ooh, whoa. Sorry, the cat jumped up on my camera apparatus. So this is a lot softer than I thought it was gonna be. And I was pretty surprised and extremely happy about that, because nobody likes hard cracked butter. So I'm just gonna take, no, stop hopping up on there. If your cat also likes to help in the kitchen, then you understand the struggle. And we're gonna wait for the honey. I'm just gonna add a little bit, so that's probably like a teaspoon. I wanna say that I added so far. We're not gonna really do any measurements for this recipe, because we're just kinda going by what we wanna see. Can you stop, please? So we're not gonna really do any measurements for this recipe because we're just kind of going like however we want it to taste. And so curry has a nice warm smell to it, and it's not like I don't know. There really isn't a way to describe how it smells. At least that I see or smell, that I can tell. But with the honey, it's nice and soft and sweet. And I think these flavors work really well together. And you can see that this particular butter, since it doesn't have any cream in it and it's not frozen, it's mixing really nice. Now I know that it's kind of tough. I'm not really giving any measurements or like this is exactly what you need to do and this is how you're gonna make amazing curry butter. It's just kind of an idea. And I'm using the idea because I usually like to prep anything that I'm gonna do beforehand. If it's newer to me, I like to prep it before shooting. But this time I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and make it. Let's just wing it. And I think it's gonna take flight and be super yummy. And this is gonna go perfect with our naan for dinner tonight. Because you got the little bit of spice in the garam masala, and I did add not a chili pepper, but it was like one of those tinned adobo things, or tinned adobo chili peppers that I had left over from this really amazing stew, and I thought I would toss that into my hana masala today. Give it a little extra depth, and the honey is really gonna complement the spice. So you can see that it's turned like it's not a buttercream, which it's butter, but it's not a buttercream yellow. Kind of like a sand color right now. So I don't want to add too much curry. I don't have a ton of butter right here because we're just kind of playing around. So right off the bat, I can definitely still taste the butter and a little bit of honey, a little bit of sweetness to it. And I'm kind of picking up on the curry. It's very subtle right now. So I think I'm gonna add just a wee bit more, wee bit. So that's probably about another quarter teaspoon, I want to say. And if memory serves, the first time I had this, it might have been like close to a bright yellow, but this was 4 years ago. So memory gets hazy after a while. But I definitely don't think that it's gonna need more honey because this butter is nice and sweet. All right, so we've gotten a little bit brighter yellow. Pretty much mixed there. Oh, and of course I got like a chunk of awkward butter in it. Oh, maybe it's just the butter that I'm enjoying, but this does taste really good. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more curry, and I think I might have added probably about the same, maybe twice the amount, because that's where I fell out, you saw.
I'm gonna add a little bit more curry.
This might take a little bit longer than I thought, because I'm really starting to taste the curry now. But that's interesting. This is interesting to note that you might need more curry to butter ratio for making curry butter. It's good to know. I really feel like I can taste it coming through now. It's nice and bright and complemented by the butter. So it's coming out to be more of like a sunflower yellow now at this point. I know the lighting's kind of like shoddy, but it is more of like a sunflower yellow or a mustardy kind of color. And I think I'm gonna go back on my word and actually add a little bit more honey. Oh, I like that. That's really good. So just that little bit extra of honey. So maybe it's gonna be, if you're doing, this is probably about 2 1/4, so like 2 pounds of butter, maybe about a tablespoon of curry, and a ½ teaspoon of honey, if I were to give this some sort of ratio to go for. I think that's what you would want to aim for this curry butter. So what I'm gonna do is just put this in a Tupperware container, stick it in the fridge, and that'll be ready for dinner. So we'll feast on this later and do a wee bit of follow-up, and yeah. So hope you enjoyed this little segment on curry butter. Really appreciate everybody watching who is, and like, subscribe, make sure to share these videos with your friends and your family, and don't forget to ring the bell for notifications, and I will see you next time.